I know I'm late to the "Don't worry, darling" shit. I know this happened like 2 days ago, but here's the clip of Chris Pine being spit on by Harry Styles. Let's actually watch it. I think I got my audio up. Let's go. Wait, hold on. This isn't right. Crap, what? I clicked on the wrong. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm actually so sorry. Where's the right clip? Um, where's the clip? Can't find it anywhere. Crap. Well, anyways, I'll let you guys fucking find it because honestly, I can't find it. Nor do I bother. I'm not even gonna bother. Let's see. Spits. All right. Let's see if I can find the actual video. Let's see. But no, I've actually watched a clip. Okay, here you go. Oh crap! Dang it! Why do people play audio? Okay, so I'm from what I've heard. I don't even know if it's factually true. I did some research and I don't know, but Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles had, they hit it off. They you know they rubbed uglies. I'm just kidding. I don't know, but they hit it off. And you guys already seen the drama. Apparently, Florence Pugh's unhappy with Olivia Wilde. It all began with, first Shia LaBeouf was supposed to be in the movie, and then he left. Then Harry Styles came in. A couple, 2 years later, Olivia Wilde says that Shia was fired because he just wasn't the right fit. Then we find out that's actually false. Shia quit on his own terms. There's even proof of it. And then after that, it just spiraled out of control. And this clip came out. So let's watch this. So in this, okay, look at his mouth real quick and then look at Chris Pine's reaction. You can see his mouth looked like he was spitting. Like I've spit many times. I think everyone's aware of what you look like when you spit. But he spit. And Chris Pine looks down, kind of like, what the fuck? Like he's laughing. He's a professional. He's been in this industry for quite some time now, and he knows how to handle situations like this. And then they have like this awkward like look, like it looks like they're avoiding eye contact. Now there was another angle of the clip, and you don't really see any saliva. There's another angle, and I couldn't find the video, but there's an angle like from behind where it looked like there wasn't spit. Uh, what the heck? Quickly to Venice to spit on Chris Pine. Very quickly to Venice to spit on Chris Pine. Oh, I didn't know this happened. Very quickly. I can't even hear voice on the audience. Oh wait, he made a joke about it.
It was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to be back in New York. I just popped very quickly to Venice to spit on Chris Pine. But fret not, we're back. Wait, so he kind of confirms. Okay, so what he says, because I couldn't understand most of it, is confirmed. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to be back in New York. I just popped very quickly to Venice to spit on Chris Pine. I mean, I know he's trying to make a joke of it. And look, let's not deny right now. This isn't a serious issue. This isn't something fucking serious. This isn't something that is incredibly serious. This is not genuine. This is barely drama. But I'll say this right now, that is the most pathetic bitch boy behavior I've ever seen. I'm sorry, but when you spit on somebody in a place where you know they can't do anything back to you, that's the most pathetic bitch boy thing. I'm somebody who doesn't believe in physical violence. I believe you should be able to talk things out with people, but like the minute you attack somebody, whether it's a spit, whether it's a hit, whether it's a punch, push, whatever, you should do it in a place where you know that person can respond. You knew here if Chris Pine, let's say Chris Pine stood up and like looked at him and said, "Hey, little bitch, why'd you spit on me?" The news media would be on Chris Pine and everyone would have attacked Chris Pine. But that's not the case. Chris Pine's genuinely doing nothing. Now, I don't know what they're off. For all I know, maybe they went into physical conflict outside of this. Maybe, for all we know on set, maybe they got into this big altercation, whatever it is. But can I say this right now? This, as a man, this is the most pathetic, most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. As a man, I'm only speaking as a man. When you're a man and you have a conflict with somebody else, you should be able to talk through it with that person. Or if it is going to get physical, then do it in a place and time where you know that person can respond. For example, recently Dev Noodles, a YouTuber, had this stand-up comedy thing, and he had drama with this one guy. And what's his name? Salvo Pancakes. And instead of confronting him, he pushed him from behind and then had his security get in front of him so that he wouldn't be able to attack him back. That is the most pathetic little bitch thing. And again, I'm not saying you should fight. I'm not saying there should be physical altercations, but this is the most pathetic little bitch thing. And not only that, as professionals with a big movie such as Don't Worry Darling, with a stars to the cast, you got Gemma Chan, you got Florence Pugh, Chris Pine, Harry Styles, everybody, Olivia Wilde directing. You should be able, at least in front of the cameras, in front of the people, you should at least be able to own up, be a man, and don't do stupid shit like this. This is literally something 8-year-olds do to one another. 8-year-olds will literally punch and spit at each other because they don't know how to resolve their conflicts. I don't care what happened here. This is the most pathetic thing. You do not do that to somebody, especially when Chris Pine couldn't respond. And I know some people are comparing this to the Chris Rock thing that happened at the Oscars. The Chris Rock thing was just a quick joke. Chris Rock literally that entire time was making jokes of everyone. And not only that, but you could tell his intention wasn't malicious. And then after that, Will Smith reacted poorly. This right here, when you spit on somebody, that's not a joke anymore. Unless that's how you joke. I don't know. Some friend groups are different. But just using my own experience, when you spit on somebody, that basically you're disrespecting somebody. That is like one of the most disgraceful things you can do to an individual. And the fact that he did it in a place where Chris Pine cameras, like, let's say this was off screen. Let's say, I don't know, the Don't Worry Darling cast decided to have a house party, get all of them. And let's say Harry Styles is mad at Chris Pine, so he spits on him. There I don't really care anymore. It is disrespectful, but at least I don't care because at least then Chris Pine can respond. Although let's not deny it, if there was a physical altercation like that, I feel like that would already be on the news. But here, Chris Pine knows very well there's cameras around. He knows everyone's watching. And I got to give credit to Chris Pine. Same thing like Chris Rock. They both could have acted in a horrible way, but they didn't. They chose to be a man. They care more about the movie than they do about themselves, or at least for now. And they were like, hey, you know what? I'm going to suck it up. Let the other person look like a bitch. Like, for example, Will Smith ended up looking like the pathetic loser after he slapped Chris Rock, and Chris Rock just stood there with his hands behind his back and like, well, that was surprising. All right, move on. Because I know any other human being in these two situations would react in some way. But the thing that pisses me off most about this is he did it in a place where he knew damn well Chris Pine wouldn't be able to react to. I know Chris Pine's representatives have said it's not a spit because at the end of the day, what they care more about right now is the finances because the drama might be like, for example, right now, Don't Worry Darling has low ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. But if this drama spirals out of control, they know that the movie could potentially lose money. So I gotta respect Chris Pine and his team for just coming out and being like, hey, it didn't happen or anything. I doubt it does. I'm sorry, but it just looks like he did. It didn't even look like a sneeze. Look, that didn't look like a sneeze. That looked like a spit. Now I could be wrong, but this is honestly a pathetic little bitch boy. No man does this to another man. Like, that is embarrassing. I'm sorry, but if I'm an employer, let's say I'm going to hire actors and actresses, Harry Styles, based on this clip. Now, look, everyone has a bad day. Everyone always has a bad day in the office. We've all done things we regret. Sometimes we do things out of passion. Trust me, in my own personal life, I've done things that are really stupid that I regret. And sometimes they're based on pettiness. One time, me and my friend were in like an argument, and I slapped him across the face. Later, and he didn't respond. Like, he was actually pretty respectful. But I remember just apologizing to him like a year later. I was like, you know what? That wasn't right of me. I should have been more civil. I should have had the conversation much better. And so I apologized for slapping him. And I think this is the same thing with Harry. This isn't something that I think should ruin his career. But if I'm an employer, one important part of movies, marketing a movie, is being respectful, showing honor to your fellow actors and actresses. I don't care what happens behind the scenes. Your job, once the movie is done filming, is to promote it the best you can. And when you're doing things like this, when you're doing things like this, you no longer gain my trust, because now Harry, I doubt it will, but Harry could have potentially affected the movie. And not only that, but you should also be respectful to your fellow co-stars. Like, Chris Pine has a far better career. And look, even if Chris Pine did this to Harry Styles, it still would be wrong. But still, Harry should have respect amongst more experienced actors. I don't care what happened between any of you guys. If you do this publicly in a place where Chris Pine can't respond, that is little bitch behavior. It's like seeing a guy who, I don't know, got the crap. It's like ganging up on somebody. It's like 3v1 fights. Like, I remember when I was in high school, I saw this one kid who got beat up by like 4 guys. 4 guys. And I remember everyone around the school was saying, oh my God, that guy was a little bitch. I can't believe he got... And the guy ended up getting knocked out. I think he even went to the hospital. I still don't know what happened to him after. From what I've heard, he did something bad. But no, I knew most people didn't know what the situation was. And I remember I always had that when I would talk to the people in high school. I always had the opinion, like, that's a little bitch move to have 4 guys against 1. Like, that just seems like you want to... It's not an honorable fight. It's not. Unless he did something incredibly serious, which I doubt, because in high school you tend to take everything serious. I remember little situations would be major situations when I was in high school. But no, this kind of reminds me of that exact situation. This was a little bitch move. You're actually trying to confront somebody, but you do it in a little bitch move. This is honestly embarrassing. If I'm Harry Styles, I'd be embarrassed. Not saying his career should be over. He didn't do anything that serious. But no, just as a man, this is honestly an embarrassing thing to happen. And I know I'm late to the conversation, but I just wanted to put my input on this. This is honestly, I don't get it. I don't get why. Why? What's the point? What's the point? My assumption is, so usually actors, after they're done filming, unless they're close friends, don't really see each other up until like the premiere day, or maybe some press screenings, or not press screenings, press conferences, whatever like that. You don't normally see them. My assumption is maybe he was frustrated with Chris Pine on something that happened. I guess him being in between him and Olivia Wilde, and I guess he was like frustrated. He was like, all right, I'm gonna show my frustration, so I'll do this. Still, it's a little bitch move. If you have an issue with Chris Pine doing something, at least wait till after. Wait until your private area and be like, hey, I didn't like that you did this. Maybe spit on them. I don't care. At least then Chris Pine can respond to you. But honestly, this just gives my respect more to Chris Pine right now. And Harry Styles just lowered his respect. I don't care. You don't do this. You don't do that. Especially in a place where Chris Pine can't respond. And I don't know what to tell you. And again, I don't want physical altercations. I don't want Chris Pine and Harry Styles to get into a fight. But like, if you're willing to do something like that, then you should also be willing to do it in a place where the person can respond. It kind of feels like having an online debate with somebody and you just mute them. You just mute them automatically instead of letting them respond to whatever you said. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I shall see you next time. Peace.